Bitcoin, DeFi, GameFi, the entire blockchain industry really just starts with one address, either from a person or protocol, transferring digital assets from one wallet to another wallet. These wallet addresses allow these transactions to be verified securely by other users on the blockchain. And blockchain analysis, well, at its core, it's really just about taking these millions of transactions and making sense of them. But how can you actually do transaction analysis? In this video, we'll explain how analysts use wallet tracking tools to understand money flows, look into what whales are doing, and set up alerts so that they can get immediate warnings as important events unfold. To start, you're probably already familiar with the most basic tool that you can use for this, the Blockchain Explorer. A Blockchain Explorer is the type of platform that lets you see the transactions associated with a particular wallet address. You can get a sense of how much money has been sent and received and where it has come from or gone to. However, the functions of this kind of tool are limited. Mainly, there's no way to visualize the data. That's where specialized analytics software comes in. These can be used to track the flow of funds from different addresses using visualizations, giving users a better understanding of how money is moving on the blockchain. And this is particularly useful for tracking addresses associated with centralized exchanges. Think of reserve addresses and such. By looking into these flow of funds, we can see when whales, addresses, etc. move money to and from these centralized exchanges. Let's see how this works in practice. In the first example, we'll query a wallet balance. We're now on the Footprint Analytics homepage. From here, you can click Create and select New Chart. Once selected, the constructor will be opened. As an example, we'll obtain an Ethereum balance. Step 1. Search for the table called Address Token Balance. Step 2. Select it from the list of the results. Once it's selected, the data will be previewed just like on the following screen here. Then, access the Advanced view and press the Filter button. Select Chain as the column to be filtered by and enter Ethereum. You can now see and choose among all the Ethereum network tokens. Choose token symbol as the column to be filtered by and enter the token name. For example, USDT, aka Tether. Select wallet address as the column to be filtered by and enter the wallet address. And voila, you now have the Ethereum balance of this wallet. Really easy to do. Let's do another example here. Let's look into the details of one particular Bitcoin transaction. Step 1. Search for the table called Bitcoin Transactions. Step 2. Select it from the list of results. Again, access the Advanced view. This time, when on the Filter button, select Hash as a column to be filtered by. Now, just insert the hash of the transaction you are interested in. You can do the exact same thing for EVM and ERC20 tokens. Instead of choosing the Bitcoin transactions table, select Ethereum transactions or Ethereum token transfers, respectively. And there we have it. We've just completed our first wallet transaction analysis. However, I know what you might be thinking here. This all seems really divorced from the real world at this time. How could we actually use these things and these technologies and these tools to make better decisions in the market? Well, at Footprint Analytics, we asked ourselves the same question. Specifically, we were thinking at the biggest crypto event in recent memory, the FTX collapse, and we asked, well, could this kind of tool, could this kind of wallet transaction analysis have helped analysts, have helped investors predict the crash, perhaps see the full extent of what was happening faster or before it made headlines? Well, we ran some analyses of the FTX wallets, and we found some interesting, and the centralized exchange addresses, and found some interesting things. Before the collapse of FTX became imminent, there were several on-chain signals that indicated trouble ahead. In November, 575 million FTT were transferred off FTX, indicating a sell-off after the release of Alameda's financial documents. Two major dumps of FTT occurred on November 8th and November 13th, with around 110 million and 211 million FTT being sold off respectively. From November 2nd to November 8th, more than 140 million FTT tokens were transferred to Binance. The jump in transaction volume occurred on November 5th and November 6th, with around 45 million and 42 million FTT tokens being transferred on those days respectively. This indicates that many users were moving their FTT tokens to Binance during this time period. It is reported that more than 1.4 billion was drained from FTX's Ethereum balance during this time frame. FTX's major tokens balance dropped significantly. This was reflected on this dashboard. Of course, hindsight is 2020, but by monitoring on-chain data, users can spot early warning signs and protect their funds better, regardless of which crypto exchange they use. In the case of FTX, several key indicators pointed to a loss of confidence in the platform and insiders attempting to withdraw their funds. By paying attention to all of these signs, some users could potentially mitigate their losses. The key word here, the operative word, is pay attention. And when we thought about this, we realized, well, not everybody, especially casual users of these exchanges, are able to monitor everything in real time. That is the use case of Footrace, one of the products in our suite of tools at Footprint Analytics. In addition to monitoring on-chain data, Footprint also supports the monitoring of off-chain data and provides alerts for events that might be unfolding, like transactions, wallet transfers from one exchange to the other, all customizable. This allows users to get a comprehensive view of the health of the particular cryptocurrency exchange or token that they want, and can basically keep an eye out for things that are going on-chain. By combining on-chain and off-chain data, Footrace can provide users with a more comprehensive view of the health of the cryptocurrency market and help them stay ahead of potential problems. Well, I hope you learned something from this video, and I invite you to go explore these tools for yourself.